Once upon a time, there was a girl who believed in love. Once upon a time, she smiled without force, laughed without pain, and dreamed without fear. She danced barefoot in the grass, tracing patterns in the sky with her fingers, naming the clouds after wishes and stories. The world seemed big but welcoming, and her heart beat with hope. Once upon a time, she trusted easily. She believed people said what they meant, and meant what they said. Her friends made pinky promises and braided her hair, whispering secrets about their crushes and futures. She thought that love was soft and worn, like a worn blanket that never gets cold, and that friendship was sacred and unbreakable by time or distance. But once upon a time is no longer her reality. The girl who used to believe in love now walks with her head down. The one who used to smile without worry now wears a mask so tightly woven with pain no one can see her anymore. It started with him, the boy she loved but didn't love her back, at least not in the way she had hoped. At first he was charming. He noticed things others ignored. The way her eyes lit up when she talked about her favorite books, the nervous habit she had of twisting her ring, the way she hummed when she was happy. He saw her, or so she thought. But soon he turned that attention into control. What started as compliments became questions, then demands. Who are you texting? Why did you like this photo? Why didn't you answer sooner? He pulled her close, only to keep her on a short leash. He treated her affection like a game, tightening and loosening the emotional rope until she forgot what freedom felt like. She was a dog to him, chained by the hope that he would one day be kind to her again, throwing her scraps of affection like rewards for obedience. Her self-worth shrank with each command she obeyed, until all she knew was how to follow. Once upon a time, a girl was happy. Now that girl flinches when her phone vibrates. Her stomach drops when his name appears. She deletes texts before reading them because she knows what they'll be filled with: blame or guilt or cold silence. And then there were her friends. At least she thought they were friends. They laughed with her when it was too easy, took selfies, tagged her, invited her to parties, but the moment that her smile faded, they faded too. She tried opening up, told them she wasn't okay, that she was tired all the time, that something didn't feel right. But they said she was being dramatic, that it was all in her head, that she needed to get over it, that they weren't really listening. They were waiting for their turn to talk, their chance to tell stories, their moments to be seen. Her pain was too inconvenient for them to carry, so she carried it along. Once upon a time, she wished for death. Not out loud, not in so many words, but in silent whispers to the night. She wondered what it would be like just to stop. Stop feeling so heavy, stop pretending, stop being here. Sometimes she imagined floating away, as light as air, where no one could reach her, not even him. Once upon a time, she covered herself in blood, not because she wanted attention, but because she didn't know how else to feel alive. Pain made her feel real. It was something she could control, something she could predict. The cuts weren't cries for help, they were proof she still existed. She wore long sleeves in the summer. She told people she was clumsy. No one asked questions. No one really wanted the answers. Once upon a time, her parents loved her. At least she thinks they did. There are photo albums that say so, baby pictures, birthday cakes, family vacations. She used to be their little girl. She used to make them proud. Now they look past her. She hears them whisper behind closed doors. Her name comes up in fragments. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's just not the same. Maybe she wants attention. They think she's doing this on purpose. They don't see the way she breaks down in the bathroom, muffling her cries with a towel. They don't see the emptiness in her eyes when she looks in the mirror and doesn't recognize the girl staring back. Once upon a time, she thought someone would notice. That maybe, just maybe, someone would see the way her hands shook when she tried to eat. The way she couldn't make eye contact anymore. The way her laugh sounded hollow like an echo in an empty room. But no one said anything. They stared. They watched, they judged, but they didn't speak. They let her fall. Once upon a time, she believed her story would have a happy ending. That she would grow up, fall in love, start over. That someone would come and save her from the darkness. That all the pain would eventually make sense. But not every story ends with a happily ever after. Some stories end with silence. Some stories end before they even have a chance to begin again. In this story, the girl never finds her prince. There is no knight in shining armor, no kiss to break the curse, no arms to catch her when she falls. In this story, she dies alone. Not in a dramatic way, not with a letter or a final post or a funeral packed with weeping faces. No, her death is slower than that, more invisible. She dies little by little, piece by piece. Her spirit fades behind her tired eyes. Her voice grows quieter each day until she's just a shadow of who she used to be. She dies from being unseen, unheard, unloved, uninvolved. Once upon a time, a girl couldn't be saved because no one tried. Once upon a time, a girl died alone because no one stayed. Once upon a time is no longer how her story begins. There is no once, no time, just now. Now she's a ghost wandering through the life she once dreamed of. Now she is a memory no one talks about. Now she is a girl they use as warning, but never as a lesson. And still, even in death, she waits. She waits for someone to tell her story, to speak her name with softness, to say she mattered, to look beyond the silence and see the truth buried within. Because even if she never had a happy ending, maybe, just maybe, someone else could. If they read her story, if they understood, if they tried, then maybe another girl could have a different kind of once upon a time. Maybe her pain wouldn't be for nothing. Maybe her story could save someone else. And maybe, just maybe, that would be enough.